Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, the Untamed Youth, their first record since 1998. Get Up and Go. Get Up and Go. It's a song we needed for generations. It's life coaching for young men as they cruise to a party. Basically, the song is telling you, when they run out of beer, leave. Get up and go. And there's no girls there. Get up and go. That's life advice for any generation. No beer, no girls, get out. Find another party. I graduated in 1979. We needed that song. For those of you who graduated in 1969, you needed that song. 2009, you needed that song. No beer, no girls, get out of there. Take your group, take your gaggle of friends and get out. Find another party. Beer, girls. No beer, no girls, get out. That's life advice. From your Uncle Richard. The party has no girls, no beer, get out of there. Find another party. That's good life advice. And here, in the title track, they give you that life advice. This is an original song too. Has no one in the history of the world ever occurred to them to write a song about when the time is to leave a party? I mean, yeah, 1960, we weren't allowed to release that song. It would be kept under the counter. You wouldn't be able to release it, Woolworth or Sears in the regular record section. They wouldn't allow that in the 60s. Yeah, in the 70s, you were allowed to do it, and no one did it. Of course, in the 70s, there would be no pot, no beer, no girls. Get out. But we'll keep it to, they're nice. This is a nice record. See, with this intro, I am implying this is a rowdier record than it actually is. There's a couple. How do I put it? Party songs on this, okay? But it's not really, it is a party record, but it's also a very retro record. Let me put it like this. It's basically set in 1962, 1963. This is a retro record. Okay, garage rock, what's the other term they use? Surf and garage record, okay? Circa, before Kennedy was shot, the first one, the uncle of the guy in the White House now, the health secretary, whatever that crack is, JFK, that period. This period, okay? And if you remember your history, if you remember this movie is set when Kennedy was president, early 60s, okay, Animal House. this is when the music of Untamed Youth is set in. Okay? No Led Zeppelin, not even the mid-60s garage rock of the Sonics or someone like that. We're talking early 60s stuff, and that's it. So you have a couple party songs here, but as I believe the label for Untamed Youth put it, and they're right. Let me get this right. You like Tick Dale? You may like the Untamed Youth. You like Southern culture on the Skids? You may like Untamed Youth. Like the Trashmen, Surfing Bird. And the one OG member of the Trashmen appears on the record from Untamed Youth. Not the original singer, but I believe he does a vocal on the song. Where's my notes? Excuse me. Where's that song? Oh, I'm on fire. I believe that is Tony Andreessen. Excuse me. Tony Andreessen on guitar and a certain vocal. Okay, through the credits to not give him credit for a vocal or performance. It's not really a singing vocal. It's a whatever. You'll hear it. You'll know it. He's on fire. And but he is not the original singer of Surfing Bird. Unfortunately, that man died in 1989. But Tony Andreessen is the other lead singer of the Trashmen back in the day and currently. There's still Trashmen. So you like the Trashmen, and you may like that. And the Standells. Like Standells, you may like this. I'll also throw in, if you like, the Nuggets collections, you will like Untamed Youth. But mind you, Untamed Youth are all current recordings. It is modern technology, modern mixing, a modern mix, but it's retro music. Okay? So it sounds really good. Half the songs are original, the other half are covers, obscure covers. Another thing that, if you like the collections of, retro songs, OG original songs from that period, early 60s, late 50s, by the Cramps leaders, well, Poison Ivy now, Lux Interior died, but their collections like this one, and this one, and multiple others of old singles and whatnot from the early 60s, going like this. Sonic's a little heavy for this. Sonic's got edge. This doesn't, the Untamed Youth don't quite have that kind of edge. Okay? It's poppier than the Sonics and some other of the mid-60s garage rock stuff. So, this band first got together in high school in 1987. And the one guy, the one leader of the band, Deke Dickinson. How in the world, Dickie has had a long career in the past almost 40 years. Somehow, this is the first time I've really heard Deke Dickinson. I've read of Deke Dickinson. I've heard references to Deke Dickinson. I believe this is the first time I really heard something with Deke Dickinson involved. He's got a ton of stuff out there. I'm going to have to buy up the various bands with Deke Dickinson, including the record with the Trashmen, in this century. Deke Dickinson and the Trashmen. Because I'm looking at my favorite songs here, and this is my favorite party song as of now. The song is called Beer. The only lyric in the song is beer. It's kind of a version of tequila. What's the name of this band? The Champs. Tequila. The only lyric in the song is tequila. The only lyric in beer is beer. You just have to learn when you're supposed to shout it. Beer. Or belch it. Written by Deke. Is it juvenile? Yes. Gloriously, yes. I read some review. It may have been reviewed by Hunter at Storm's Surge of Reverb. I believe it was his review. Thank you, Hunter. I always need a review. I like reading a review of something I'm reviewing. Not to loan it or steal it, but just for the background. Okay, because a lot of the PR stuff doesn't give you background. What the heck's on this thing? Okay. So, thank you, Hunter. Nice job. Beer's a good party song. Git Up and Go is the party song. That's written by Steve Mace. So the original songs are written between Steve Mace or Deke Dickinson. Songs I kept was those two I mentioned. A cover song, country cover song. I like that kind. I didn't know who wrote the original. Like I said, the covers are obscure. I like that kind of girls we like. All kinds. That's the point of the song. Another Deke Dickinson original, Don't Fight It. I have to buy some Deke Dickinson stuff. I'm going to put together a list and start buying. And when I see anything else by Deke, I'm buying it. So Don't Fight It. And another original by Steve. I didn't even purposely pick, 4 originals purposely. It just happened, okay? Because I couldn't tell it because the covers are obscure. So, which one, when I'm first listening to these 16 songs in 39 minutes, I don't know which ones were original or covers. But my 5th one that I kept for my YouTube music faves, so I can hear them later when I put it on shuffle, as you should too. The song is called The Essentials. Steve writes it like it's a beer jingle. And at first I thought it was a beer jingle, because it sounds like a beer jingle. It presents itself as a beer jingle. It even gives you the name of the beer. Valentine Ale, which I assume doesn't really exist. Okay? Because I just thought it was an ad jingle. But then the writing credit is to Steve Mace. It's in a Beach Boys background, vocal style. It really is cool. Is it about beer or a girl? Or both? Discuss. It's a lovely old number. So you beer drinkers who appreciate it, and you guys, remember, it's about your wife or your current girl. Okay? And it's a lovely old thing. So those are the 5 I kept and really like. And there's other songs I like. I'm on Fire with Tony Adreason, as I mentioned. Pretty Baby, the first song, is really cool. Party going down the street. Hey, there's a party going on. Grab something to bring and, let's go to the neighbors we may not know necessarily, but we'll bring something to let us in. A lot of partying going on here. Some instrumentals like Reefer, Bum. I think the one song I recognize is I'm on Fire, but I don't recall where I know the song from. I just don't remember. There's Pool Boy. Nice little song, another original by Steve Mace, if I remember correctly. Out of gas. Not out of gas. The song you need to play for your teenage boy. Teenage boy, get a job. Then you get girls. Get a job. Start working. Just to get the girls and nothing else. Let alone college. Or get out of the house when you graduate. And The Lone Surfer is a nice instrumental at the end with a nice trumpet. It's a really fun record. They would be doing great business if it was released in 1962 or 3. But it's 2025. Surfing garage music, it really is nice. Really evokes the period that Animal House was set in. And I think I mentioned everything I wanted. Really fun record. Spent more time than I meant to because I had a little procedure done that took longer than it should have with the doctors. I'm fine. I'm cool. But between preparing for the procedure and I've been zonked out from the procedure all day yesterday, give me a lot of time to spend with the Untamed Youth, and it was a nice record to spend a couple days with. So if you put yourself in that mindset, 1963, it's a great record. And some party. Some really nice party tunes in here. But it's innocent, no drug references, no loose sex. We're all good girls, basically. Just a nice early 60s record. Just, the party stuff wouldn't fly in 1962 or 3. It's really nice now. So remember, go, and of course it's on YouTube. So remember, the Untamed Youth, Get Up and Go. Remember that life advice, boys. If you're that age and you don't have the common sense, the party has no beer, no girls, find another party. I needed that 45 years ago, didn't I? Great record. Go check it out on YouTube, and of course, purchase it. They would appreciate that. Like this video? Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Leave a comment. Listen to the Untamed Youth. Come back. Some of you degenerates listen to Get Up and Go and Beer. And I like that kind from the record. And there's other. Don't Fight is well, of course I kept that too. And we just want to hear a beer jingle for A Beer Doesn't Exist, The Essentials. Really fun record. I'm gonna have to buy some Deke Dickinson. But Steve Mace had cool stuff here too. Where else did Steve Mace with? I have to look that up too. It didn't jump at me in my reading. So, for the latest in action rock, garage rock, like the Untamed Youth, and classic and legacy bands. 1987 make them a legacy band? Well, as it may be. And, you know, some psychobilly when I get to it. I'm looking. You know, come back here to Action Rock Corner. Thank you for watching. And have fun with your music. This is fun. Maybe if I smile with it holding this, YouTube will choose this for the thumbnail. I don't get to choose my thumbnails. I hope it's obvious. I don't choose the thumbnails. If I smile and hold the, I should remember that. Smile and hold what I want them to pick. And maybe they'll pick it for the thumbnail. YouTube, just give me the authority to pick my thumbnail, would you? That'd be cool of you. You know, whoever AI is paying attention to this. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Have fun with the music. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. We'll see you again soon.